About a year and a half ago, I was having severe pain in my hip. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do everyday activities. So my mother suggested that I go see Dr. Allman and maybe get a steroid shot. So I made my appointment with Dr. Allman and went for my appointment. He gave me a steroid shot. We were going to Alaska on a cruise, and I wanted to be able to do all the activities that you do on a cruise, but it didn't work.
This has been something that's been going on for years. I ran a lot of distance running in college. I'm 60 years old and just wore my knees out. And over a period of time, it just got to where it was painful to walk, to do anything. A lot of pain, a lot of excruciation, and even my attitude changed a lot at home because I didn't feel good.
One of the things that I do in life is I'm a cyclist, and particularly mountain bikes. Like to race mountain bikes. And I've had this problem with my hip for a number of years, and it had gotten to where it seemed that cycling was about the only thing I could still do. I couldn't walk very far, even common things like mowing the yard had gotten to be just about too painful to do, even going to the grocery store, but I could still ride the bike.
And so when I got back, I went back to Dr. Allman and hoping to get another shot, but he said that they weren't going to work for me and that I needed to have surgery. He suggested that I have outpatient surgery, and so I agreed with Dr. Allman to do that.
So my wife Linda and my son Brian finally got me back to Mississippi Sports Medicine to get something done. I went through the cortisone shots a couple of years ago, and then I even had the rooster cone shots, and it certainly helped me for a while, but it just wasn't the answer. So everything went, and Dr. Shelton told me, he said, well, when you get enough pain, you'll come in here and you'll tell me what to do. Well, that day came, and it just, this past August, and so walked in, or July, and this past August, he just told me that, well, we can do it. And I said, well, let's try to get it done before the end of the year. And he said, no, we can get it done. She set it up in like 15, 20 days, and we're ready to go. And he said, but we're going to do it outpatient. Well, no, I didn't know if that was the way to go. How do you get a total knee replacement done, outpatient, and go home and just everything be done? We got to go in the hospital, because I've always had all my other surgeries but in the hospital.
This year, it had gotten to the point where I was struggling to ride the bike, and had hoped to get through the rest of the race season before I had something done with my hip, but middle of the summer, it looked like that wasn't going to happen. So I went in and to have an evaluation for it, and Dr. Murley told me that probably could get it done pretty much right away, and he told me that we could do it outpatient, which was really a big surprise to me because I didn't know we were doing these things outpatient. One of the things that I had dreaded the most about having my hip replaced was the idea that I would have to stay in the hospital for a few days.
I went in at 1:30 for my surgery. I was back out ready to go home around 6 o'clock. We made it home, and the next morning my therapist was there at 8 o'clock to work with me and show me how to get around. I used a walker, and then I used a cane, and 2 weeks went back for my checkup, and he released me to go back to work.
Other than my reluctance to have it done, the surgery was clean, the surgery was quick, and I was home. There was no pain, there were no problems. There was some pain, but it only lasted for a short period of time, and we're ready to go. And you're up walking, you have physical therapists coming in, helping you through that, and then you got the physical therapist that you go to for about 12 or 14 visits over the next couple of weeks.
Well, so now I'm 7 weeks out from having my hip replaced, and I am able to do things that I haven't been able to do for years. Simple things like when you get out of the shower, drying your foot off, putting socks on has been a struggle for a long time, and I'm able to do that without pain now. All of the old pain is gone. There was some new pain associated with the surgery, but that at this point is gone now.
I would recommend this surgery to anybody. It is an easier way to do it, and you get to be home instead of laying in a hospital bed.
As far as a recommendation, if I had it to, and I'm going to get my other knee done as soon as it hurts me enough to get it done, it's going to be done outpatient, because that's what we did this time. And I'm very pleased with that.
So anyone that is that's having chronic pain in their hips or knees, that a joint replacement is indicated as something that needs to be done, don't put it off any longer than you really have to, because the procedure is not nearly as bad as the impact that your hip pain or your knee pain would be having on your life. So anybody that is looking at getting this done and considering it, and if you can get it done outpatient, that's just a real bonus.